This is the official English channel of the international research project, Corpus Draculianum, the main authority in the study of the life and times of the Wallachian voivode Vlad, the Impaler Dracula, 1431 to 1476. This channel provides exclusively scientific researched and referenced facts packaged in a format easy to absorb by the general public and history buffs. No vampires, no Balkan stereotypes, no commercial non-facts, only source-based history. We are professional historians at universities and scientific institutes in Germany and Romania. We spent more than a decade finding hundreds of medieval documents and chronicles on Vlad Dracula in many archives and libraries. We are sharing our knowledge and the latest key findings that help us look beyond the myths and legends of Dracula. After you have finished viewing the content we have available here, please feel free to visit our main Romanian channel as well. Here you can find with English subtitles videos like The Wallachian Soldier in Vlad the Impaler's Times, national discourses about an idealized past. Modern popular culture, and especially the movie industry, has badly distorted the image of the medieval Wallachian soldier. While it is easy to state that the typical soldier did not carry highly expensive plate armor and Western European swords, like in the epic blockbusters of Sergiu Nicolaescu, the basic framework is more difficult to reconstruct. Dr. Adrian Gheorghi, who is also an expert for military history and medieval weapons, is starting a sub-series on the greater context of Wallachian, Balkan, and Ottoman military culture. Here he explains basic facts about equipment, strategies, tactics, and of course about the complex social structures behind medieval warfare in southeastern Europe. Vlad's campaigns in Serbia and Bosnia, 1476. Some new sources and a very close look on the geographical conditions made it possible to offer a much more detailed reconstruction of the Serbian and Bosnian campaigns of Vlad the Impaler in January-February 1476. The episode covers all basic aspects of these military operations and discusses a very tempting hypothesis. Did the Hungarian king Matthias Corvinus order the Bosnian campaign because of the enormous theft by Iohannes Beckenschlager? The former Archbishop of Esztergom, a man of very modest origins, was one of the king's favorites, but decided early in 1476 to betray his benefactor for the emperor, and to leave Hungary with 300,000 florin from the royal treasury. Corvinus was in a very urgent need of money, especially with regard to the preparations for his expensive wedding with Beatrice of Aragon. The conquest of the expensive silver mines in Bosnia, therefore, was a very promising operation, which seemed worth risking the lives of Vuk and Vlad and their many soldiers. Who invented the Dracula stories? The episode critically analyzes the origins of the Dracula stories. Based on the research results of Dr. Albert Weber from Corpus Draculianum team, there are 4 main theories about who the authors of the original text, or texts, may have been. 1. The Transylvanian Saxons. 2. The Hungarian court. 3. A literary, very likely ecclesiastical author. 4. The Wallachian opposition who wrote and spread anti-Vlad proclamations, which gradually became the propagandistic Dracula stories. There is a 5th theory which combines one or more or all of the above mentioned. The text, which was to be published by the Austrian chronicler Thomas Ebbendorfer, by the humanist and Pope Aeneas Silvio Piccolomini, Pius II, and of course by the German printers, starting with Nuremberg 1488, was actually a mélange, a merger of several different text pieces written to discredit Vlad. Mircea, war hero and brother of Vlad the Impaler. The episode outlines the impressive biography of an forgotten Wallachian commander and co-voivode. Mircea, Dracula's elder brother, born around 1425, was spared of being sent as a hostage to the Ottoman Empire, unlike his less fortunate brothers Vlad and Radu. Mircea received therefore a Wallachian education at his father's court, and was very well prepared for the military and political challenges of Wallachia's existential crisis in the 1440s. He proved his leadership qualities at the Battle of Varna, 1444, where he commanded the only Christian unit that routed an Ottoman battle formation. In the next year, he showed once again considerable tactical skill when he defeated the entire Ottoman garrison of the Giurgiu fortress, whose commander was a personal enemy of his family. The video raises the question, which qualities were needed from a voivode of this time period, and hypothetically imagines how history would have turned out if Mircea had survived the Hungarian Blitzkrieg of 1447. The Easter Massacre, 1457. Vlad's first impalements. Dr. Albert Weber provides a critical analysis of the context, motivation, and strategic causes for the voivode's conflict with the city council of the Wallachian capital, Târgoviște. This conflict eventually escalated in a dreadful massacre, turning Vlad into the Impaler. One of the more controversial hypotheses developed by Dr. Weber is the presumed German Transylvanian Saxon background of the city council, as was the case in other Wallachian and Moldavian cities of this time. This hypothesis also provides a hint to explain the voivode's following conflict with the Transylvanian Saxons across the mountains, who, as we know, maintained many connections with the German-speaking communities in Wallachia. A childhood next to the sultans, Dracula's decade as hostage in the Ottoman Empire. In this video, we provide an overview on Vlad the Impaler's and Radu the Handsome's childhood as hostages at the Ottoman port. By using the well-known but so far imprecisely interpreted source materials, we show that both of them were likely held not only at the somewhat uncomfortable Egrigos castle, but also in Kemal Pasha, Nymphaeon, probably in the luxurious former Byzantine palace whose ruin can still be seen today. We also debate some stereotypical older interpretations on the status and standing of princely hostages, and how there still is some misunderstanding of supposedly brotherly relations in the Wallachian dynasty. Those and many more exciting videos await you on the Romanian channel. All episodes are subtitled. You can find the link in the description.